In a dramatic turn of events, Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has been sacked following a goalless draw against Aston Villa. The stalemate not only left fans frustrated but also led to an emergency meeting between Ten Hag, the Glazers Manchester United's owners, and INEOS, the investment group heavily linked with acquiring a stake in the club. The outcome of the meeting was swift and decisive, resulting in the Dutch manager's dismissal after a turbulent period at Old Trafford. The barren draw against Aston Villa marked yet another lackluster performance by Manchester United under Ten Hag, who had been appointed with high expectations. After taking over the managerial reins from interim boss Ralf Rangnick, Ten Hag had been tasked with rebuilding the squad and restoring the club's former glory. Despite some promising moments, the overall inconsistency and lack of progress proved to be a growing concern for the fans, the board, and stakeholders. With the club languishing in the middle of the table, it became increasingly clear that patience was wearing thin. The draw against Aston Villa, a team Manchester United were expected to beat comfortably, was the breaking point for many. United's offensive struggles, tactical incoherence, and inability to secure consistent results raised serious doubts about Ten Hag's capability to bring stability and success to the club. In the immediate aftermath of the match, reports emerged that Ten Hag had been summoned for an emergency meeting with the Glazers and INEOS representatives. The Glazers, who have long been under scrutiny from fans for their perceived lack of commitment to the club's long-term future, have been weighing strategic options, including selling a stake in the club to INEOS, led by British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The meeting reportedly focused on the future of Manchester United's footballing direction and the growing frustration over the team's performances. While Ten Hag had the backing of the board for much of his tenure, the loss of momentum and lack of a clear plan moving forward made it hard to justify keeping him in charge. After hours of deliberation, the decision was made to part ways with Ten Hag, marking an abrupt end to his tenure. Ten Hag's sacking underscores the immense pressure placed on any manager at Manchester United, where the weight of expectations has crushed several high-profile appointments since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. The Glazers and INEOS seem united in their belief that a change in leadership was necessary to steer the club back on course. There is speculation that the club will look to bring in an experienced, high-profile manager capable of managing the pressures of a club as massive as Manchester United. Ten Hag's departure leaves behind a complicated legacy. The decision to sack Ten Hag adds yet another chapter to Manchester United's post-Ferguson managerial saga. With the club now in search of its next leader, questions will arise over who can handle the immense expectations and revive the fortunes of the team. INEOS's potential involvement in the club's ownership and management adds a new dynamic to the decision-making process, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe expected to play a key role in the next managerial appointment. The club will need a figure who can not only unite the dressing room but also inspire confidence in the fanbase and deliver results on the pitch. As the search for Ten Hag's successor begins, one thing is certain: Manchester United is entering yet another period of transition, with the hope that the next chapter will bring more stability and success. Erik Ten Hag's sacking marks the end of a turbulent chapter at Manchester United, following a disappointing draw against Aston Villa. While the Glazers and INEOS appear to be focused on finding the right solution for the club's future, the decision to part ways with the Dutchman highlights the unforgiving nature of managing one of the world's biggest football clubs. Only time will tell if the next manager can succeed where Ten Hag and others have struggled.